When people talk about the Philippine stock market, a few companies immediately come to mind. One of them is Globe Telecom, a company that millions of Filipinos interact with every single day. What is more interesting is that it consistently gives dividends since 2003, and it never missed a single year sharing dividends to their shareholders. That is 23 years straight of dividends. Now you will know how this company has been true to their promise. This telecom giant has been a key pillar to the Philippine digital economy through its services in mobile data and fiber internet to the country's most widely used e-wallet, which is GCash. Here is the real question. Is Globe Telecom still a good investment today? Before we proceed, just a disclaimer, this content is for educational and informational purpose only and not a financial advice. In this video, we'll break down the company's background, financial performance, dividend potential, key challenges, and overall valuation so you can better understand whether Globe Telecom deserves a spot in your portfolio. Let's start with the company itself. Globe Telecom is one of the largest telecommunications companies in the Philippines. It provides mobile services, broadband internet, enterprise connectivity, and digital platforms to millions of customers across the country. The company is part of the Ayala Corporation Group and has a strategic partnership with Singtel, one of Asia's largest telecommunications companies. These partnerships give Globe strong financial backing and access to global technology expertise. Today, Globe serves tens of millions of mobile broadband subscribers nationwide. Its network continues to expand through fiber infrastructure, 4G LTE, and rapidly growing 5G coverage. But Globe is no longer just a telecom company. One of its biggest growth drivers is GCash, the Philippines' leading mobile wallet. Through its fintech arm Mint, Globe benefits from the rapid growth of digital payments and financial technology in the country. In fact, earnings contributions from GCash have become a significant part of Globe's overall net income. Beyond telecom and fintech, Globe is also investing in data centers, cloud infrastructure, and enterprise digital services, positioning itself as a key enabler of the Philippines' digital transformation. Globe Telecom generates revenue from several major segments. The first is mobile services, which remain the company's largest source of income. Mobile data has become the dominant driver as Filipinos consume more streaming, social media, and online content. The second segment is home broadband, particularly fiber internet services for households. The third segment is enterprise solutions, where Globe provides connectivity and digital services to businesses and the government institutions. And finally, there are digital businesses including fintech services through GCash and data center operations. Interestingly, data services now account for most of Globe's revenue, showing how the company has successfully transitioned from traditional voice and SMS into the data-driven digital economy. Now let's take a look at Globe Telecom's financial performance over the past few years. Revenue has remained relatively stable around the 165 billion to 180 billion range, reflecting the maturity of the telecom industry in the Philippines. Meanwhile, net income has slightly declined in recent years due to higher depreciation costs, infrastructure investments, and fewer one-time gains from tower sales. However, the company continues to maintain strong operating margins and stable EBITDA profile, showing that the core business remains profitable. Another positive sign is that Globe has been reducing capital expenditures, aiming to generate stronger free cash flow in the coming years. One reason many investors consider Globe Telecom is its dividend income. This is what I learned in my research about Globe. It never missed giving dividends since 2003. That's 23 years of dividend payments. Here's a look at the dividend yield over the past few years. Dividend yield represents the percentage of the company's share price that is returned to investors through dividends each year. Globe typically pays quarterly dividends, and historically it has maintained a generous payout policy for shareholders. For income-focused investors, this makes Globe Telecom one of the notable dividend-paying companies in the Philippine stock market. Despite being a mature telecom company, Globe still has several growth drivers. The first one is mobile data growth. The demand for mobile internet continues to rise as Filipinos rely heavily on smartphones for communication, entertainment, and business. Next is fiber internet expansion. Globe continues to expand its fiber network to serve more households across the Philippines. Thirdly, digital finance through GCash. The rapid adoption of digital payments has made GCash one of the largest fintech platforms in the country, contributing billions of pesos to Globe's earnings. Lastly, data centers and cloud infrastructure. Globe is investing in data centers to support cloud computing, AI, and enterprise digital services in the country. These growth drivers help Globe transition from a traditional telecom company into a broader digital infrastructure provider. However, no company is without risk. Globe is facing intense competition. The Philippine telecom industry is highly competitive. Globe's main competitor is PLDT, while Dito Telecommunity has entered the market as a third major player. As you know, competition can pressure pricing, subscriber growth, and profitability. Second, there is a requirement for high capital. Telecom companies must constantly invest in infrastructure such as fiber networks, mobile towers, and 5G deployment. These investments can be extremely expensive and reduce short-term profitability. Thirdly, Globe is also facing profit pressure. While Globe's revenue remains stable, profits have slightly declined due to higher depreciation and expenses and changes in one-time gains from tower transactions. This is something investors should monitor closely. So how is Globe Telecom valued today? As of early 2026, market capitalization is around 245 billion. Price to earnings ratio is about 10 times, dividend yield around 5 to 6% depending on price levels. Compared with many global telecom companies, Globe trades at a moderate valuation while offering attractive dividends. If you are a long-term investor like me, this combination of stable cash flow and dividend income can make Globe a compelling defensive stock. However, growth expectations may be more modest compared to high-growth sectors. This is the investment perspective. So how should investors think about Globe Telecom? This stock may appeal to investors who are looking for number one, stable and essential businesses, strong market presence, reliable dividend income, and exposure to the Philippines' digital economy. But investors should also consider the slower growth profile typically of telecom companies. Now, to summarize it all, Globe Telecom remains one of the most important telecommunications companies in the Philippines. This company benefits from a stronger telecom network, growing digital services, fintech exposure through GCash, and consistent dividend payments. While revenue growth may be modest, Globe continues to generate solid cash flow and plays a critical role in the country's digital infrastructure. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you think Globe Telecom is still a good long-term investment? Please comment below and let's discuss. And if you want more Philippine stock analysis, dividend investing strategies, and beginner-friendly financial education, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. See you in my next video.